Join me today as we do this fun and exciting two-man saw blade, and the painting is called Solitude. Hi, welcome to another episode of the Rock and Roll Painter. Today we have a real exciting project. This is an old 66-inch, 5.5-inch, 5.5 foot old saw blade, antique saw blade. A lot of people like to see these old saw blades painted, but what I like, this perspective, is a seascape because it really gives you a nice long effect. And the name of this painting is going to be called Solitude because there's nothing better for me to walk into a beach and be the only one there and have some solitude there. So that's the name of this painting, Solitude. So with that, like I say, I took the blades, sanded down the old rust, applied a coat of Rust-Oleum primer, and then put our white base coat on there. And the tape is there just so we can keep our horizon straight. So with that, let's get going. So I'm gonna take a 1-inch brush. I'm gonna go into some phthalo blue. Right in some phthalo blue. And let's just go ahead and start painting the sky above there. You see I have a little more ground to cover with this one today, moving back and forth, but we'll make it work. Get this phthalo blue into the sky. Start back here, I gotta hold my saw steady. We even have some old handles we're gonna put on here when we're done. That's how we're gonna frame this painting out. So I've done a few of these with the seascape. I just really like the perspective it gives. There's nothing better than walking out to the beach and being the only one there. Solitude to me is that there's a big difference between solitude and loneliness. Solitude to me is when you feel alone but not lonely. It's a time to reflect and be thankful for what's going on. Loneliness is kind of a negative term, but solitude to me, I was at Daytona Beach one time, one of the busiest beaches in the world. It was off season, and I was the only one on the beach. And I enjoyed that solitude. So we're getting this sky, this phthalo blue, we'll work it all the way down. So it's a long canvas. Work out the brush strokes there. All the way down to the end. You see, I hope I'm not stepping out of the camera anywhere. We get this painted all the way down at the end, scrub it in. Get our sky in. Make sure we got good coverage all the way up and down, all the way down by our tape. Good coverage there. Now we'll set that aside. We can grab a little fan brush, kind of create some clouds. So we need a little bit of white with that. We'll start all the way down here. Just some small little clouds off in the distance. Small little clouds kind of close to the horizon. We'll create another one as we come down the road here. We'll do a few clouds. Keep my brush clean. These clouds are gonna look a little sloppy at first till I get in there and fluff them up, blend them a little bit. Have another little cloud right here down close to the horizon. Get some more of my white paint. Have another little cloud right there. Like I say, we're gonna fluff them all out and make them look better. Right now we're just getting them established where they're at. Start at this end, get nice loose shape of a cloud way off down the beach. Like I say, at Daytona Beach, I went out there one day in the off season, November, looked north, nobody there, looked south, the only person on that big crazy beach. Spent the week there and it was the best week ever had. A lot of time to think, reflect. It was really spiritual to be the only one feeling the power of the ocean. It was odd, I was the only one in that hotel for the whole week. That was a pretty strange week, but I enjoyed it. All right, here in the front we have a nice big bright cloud. This will be out here in the front where it can really be seen. Like I say, we're just going to get these clouds shaped. Now we're going to come back with we'll use the big brush here. We'll just kind of set those clouds. So just kind of soften them down, set them into the sky. See how simple it is to make nice effective clouds. down, hanging down close to the horizon. Just kind of sets them into the sky. These one in front, I'll go back and re-highlight some of those just so they really stand out. Just kind of set those clouds right into the sky. Wipe off some of my excess paint. Kind of really lose the bottom of that cloud into the sky. Come all the way down here, we see this guy. We're still on camera? Yeah, we're still on camera. Kind of set that guy into the sky. So you really lose the bottom of the cloud. I think you really see the top of the cloud to really know that it's there. One more here. I'm getting my exercise, walking them down this canvas here. Like I say, I want to really establish these clouds in the front. So I'm gonna go back, grab some more white, and kind of just really hit the leading edge of that cloud, really kind of help it to pop. Get some more of that color. Now we'll go back one more time, kind of set him into the sky, set that cloud down, kind of give a little fluff to him, and set that guy down. And that effective, that quick, we got a nice deep sky. I really love the perspective of these long saw blades. I've done many of these and really enjoy them. Sometimes you see farm scenes with tractors and barns and all that, but I like the seascapes. All right, now we're going to pull this tape off, establish our horizon. So we find our water. This is a seascape. Like I said, that line, that just keeps our water straight. Pull that off. Now with another little brush, I'm gonna go back, get some of my liquid, some of my white medium. I just want to get that white paint all the way up to where the tape was. There's no medium on the blades. I just want to get some of that on there. You see I picked up some of that sky color. It's no problem because we're going to have water there anyway. We just want to get some of that medium onto our canvas, which is our saw blade. Sometimes you paint these, the rust can really help you with some of the texture, but we sanded this one down pretty good. There's a place over in Connersville done some sandblasting for me. They really helped me clean a few up. That was easier than me sanding them all. There. Now we get that all the way up there. Now we're going to come back with some phthalo blue and some dark sienna with a touch of brown. Believe it or not, the dark sienna blue makes an incredible green kind of color. So we'll start in the middle and work our way out. We'll get some of this dark color up here first. You can see how that green, the sienna blue make a nice green. Get some more of that sienna. We're gonna get some of this dark color up here at first, and then we'll come back with a fan brush and really get that line taken care of. Just get some of this color up here for our water. You see it coming together. How you walk out, you can see the whole skyline. If this saw blade was any longer, I'd have to have a curvature of the earth built into it too. Let's see, we'll get some of that dark color up. Now we'll come back with a fan brush. Just get some of that dark color, just so we can clean up that line. Try to get it all the way up to the sky without going too much into the sky. We don't leave that white line there. It's hard to do with that big brush. The fan brush really does the job. Fan brushes, there's a lot you can do with the fan brush. It does a great job on trees and clouds and do a nice tight line like this and waves. See if we can get that water all the way down the saw. About got it at this end, and we start making some waves. Which is normally, that sounds like trouble when somebody's making waves, but I guess we're going to be trouble today. We're going to make some waves. So get that water all the way down to the end. Then we'll come down this end. We've got plenty of that color there. We'll work that out. some more of my color. Okay, we'll start making some moving water here in a moment, really bring this seascape to life. That seems to be the thing I like to paint most, is seascapes. I don't know if my ancestors were sailors or what they were, but it just seems to be in my blood. Maybe they were lighthouse keepers. I don't know. I enjoy painting lighthouses too. Got to be careful and hope this canvas will move on me. So we got to move it all the way down to the end, get that all colored in. There, we got a water colored in. Now we're going to take just a little bit of white. That's got a lot of blue in it. Let's get some of that green. Want some more of that green color. Just kind of move that color down. Let's go back to the other birds. That's too blue. That was our sky color. That's our sky color. There's some green. There's some green. But our sky does reflect into the water, so it doesn't hurt. No harm done with having some sky color in there. Get that water all the way down there. This is where we're going to have some waves breaking down. Now we need a clean brush. I'm going to come in with a little bit of a dark sienna and a little bit of white. Lighten that color up just a little bit. We'll put some of the sand in front of this water. This is our sand color. Try to get all those teeth colored in. Go back, get some more of that. It's okay if it's a little darker out here, kind of away from you, and it kind of pulls your eye toward the center. Get that all colored in. Get our teeth colored in. Some more white, some more brown. This is something you don't do on a regular canvas, but it's just nature of the beast. Got to be done. Got to get them teeth colored in. Got to work some of that color up into the water a little bit. Let's work some of that watercolor down into the sand. Okay, some more sienna, some more white. We'll start down here and work our way back. Get some of that sand on here. Gotta have color on a brush. Gotta have some color. We ain't getting anywhere if we don't have color. There you go. Get that sand down in those teeth. Normally a canvas will have tooth as part of the canvas, but this is where it really has tooth. So get that down. Got a hair on there. Get all them teeth covered. There, we got sand all the way down. Then we go back to our sand colored. Which one's the green one there? They both look blue. Now we're just going to lose that line between the sand and the water. That'll help give us the feel of some water. Clean up some of that. Got a lot of color in that brush. Paper towels, I drop them every show. All right, there we can lose some of that sand and the water together. Come all the way down, kind of lose that sand and water where they come together. Now I want to think about where I want my major waves. I'm not going to have any big crashing waves, but we're going to have about in the middle here. We're going to have a wave that kind of comes about right there. We're just establishing where that wave is right now. I had a whole lot of paint there. Didn't need that much paint. Back here we may have another little wave kind of crashing in behind that. And back here one little wave way off in the distance. Back here at this end, maybe another little wave. Back there, and a little tiny guy way back here. Now before I start working on those waves, I want to give a little action to the water behind those waves. So we need a little bit of way back here. There's a line. So it's just the water back there behind these waves. You'd see a little bit Little bit of white cap going on. Way back there, didn't get any color on that one, way back here. See, my brush is getting loaded up. Let's come back here behind this wave. Say just some far off action in the water. Don't spend a lot of time on it, but just better than having that water just flat color back there. There's a little something going on back there. And a little something back there. Now we can start working on them big waves. Go back to the brush we had. I'm just going to pull some of that color down. Just pull some of that white down. How quickly you start seeing a wave forming right there. There's another little wave kind of coming up to the shoreline. Kind of pull that color down a little bit. Maybe get a little bit more white in there. Pull that down to get the sense of get the feeling of a little bit of wave right there. Kind of soften some of them down. Come back here, you got a little bit of an action going on there. Now we'll come back here where we had these. Give a little bit of a feel, just a little bit of a feel of some moving water. Just kind of lose the bottom of that, lose the bottom of them waves into the water. Got one more little guy back here. That's too much paint there, so I'm just going to make that some of the foam on that guy. Had too much paint there, so we'll just make use of it. See, now we'll just pull that wave down a little bit. A little bit of action there. Like I say, we kind of lose the bottom of them waves into the water. Like we did there, a little bit of foam. I'm gonna come back in a couple spots. Might have a little bit of foam action there. Maybe just a little on that guy. A little bit of foam breaking there. A little bit of foam breaking there. Now we're going to create some, where's my knife? Now we're going to create some of these waves that are breaking in front there. I'm going to start with my main one. Kind of connect where the water and that wave kind of come together under the sand. Just like how this knife does that. It just does such an easy job of doing that. This wave, have a little bit of something going on there. Down where that water is really hitting the sand, we need some water down there, need some foam. A little bit of action going on there. Come down here, kind of take that guy back. Get some more of this white color. I see that water's all the way down here, so we need to take some of that foam. These are the waves that have crashed before that. So this knife just does a great job for really creating a feel of that water. One more down here. It kind of goes back there. Now we'll take our fan brush like we've done on other shows. That's my flat brush. Take our fan brush. We'll just pull some of that white back in, kind of create the feel of some foam into that water. Back here there'd be a lot of that foam, but you gotta remember water's always flat. You don't want this foam going up sideways. Kind of create some of that foam. Create some of that foam going all the way back to that wave. Get some more of that color. Create that foam going back to that wave. Let's see, maybe some foam going right there. Looks to me like we need a little bit of foam pattern going on that guy. Back up to that wave. Oh, I like how realistic that looks. Nice feel for this. Let's come back to this, pull some of that foam back to that wave, pull some of that back. Let's see, we got a little bit of time. Let's go back to this. We got a small knife here. Let's just get a little bit of this white way off in the distance at the top of that. You might see some, let's just help give a little more realism to that water back there. Give a little bit of movement to that water back there. Maybe back here there's some. Right back here, it's just too dark back here. It's too flat. I just want to get the sense of something going on. sense of something going on. Let's see, maybe right in here. Maybe right in there. I really like how that's turning out. Let's see, a little bit of foam right there. Now I'm gonna sign my name, see if we can get those handles on this thing. Let's take our liner brush, a little bit of the darker color. How about we come right over here? See if I got enough room to put. Gotta be careful, that's where my blade or the handle's gonna go. All right, let me clean my hands up a little bit. See if we can get these handles on here. So we're gonna paint all over our handles. Yeah, I make a mess when I'm doing this, but that's half the fun. Half the fun. All right, we got a handle here. This will help me be able to carry it. So if we can take that handle, slide it on there, tighten that down. Yeah, you see I signed it right where the handle goes. I'll have to change my signature a little bit. Get that good and snug. Get my other handle. Loosen that up a little bit so we got room to get her on. I don't know why I'm not seeing where that's. Loosen that guy up. Getting good and loose there. Got a little too loose. I'm glad that was down here instead of the other end. That would have been a lot of trouble trying to. Gotta take something and loosen that up a little bit. That one won't do it. Can't use a knife for that. Let's see. Just need to give a little room. Let's see if that'll get loose enough to get on there now. Nope. Why this end's giving me so much trouble. See, we may have to edit all this stuff out. There we go. Now we got that on there. Now see if we can get it on. Probably been a long time since that handle's been apart. See if that'll tighten up. Need to get some Loctite on that one, so we'll just carry it from the other end. Yeah, we need some Loctite on that guy, or it looked like my piece fell out. So we'll work on that later. We'll work on that guy. We'll grab it from the other end. All right, we're going to take this over and put it on an easel so you can see it. Let's see if we can grab this by that handle, grab it under there. Let's go put it on this easel over here. Okay, like I say, we can't really put this in a frame, but we're going to set it up here on the easel. The handles kind of work as a frame. We'll see how that looks. That easel doesn't. There we go. There, we got that to drop down. There. I really like how that works. Like I say, this painting is called Solitude. It's a challenging saw blade, but I really like how it turns out. I really like the feel and the perspective of that. So if you'd like to learn more about painting saw blades, feel free to contact me at jdwayne@therockandrollpainter.com. Thank you.